Hi, everybody. Oh, wow. I have just been on such a high since I've been here and before I came. So I'm just going to bring myself down a little bit. It's a good high. It's a good high. Now, a lot of you already know my story. You've probably seen my video. It's 910 on YouTube. I did my level 1 training in Melbourne. And, wow, where do I start? Whew. So I had a couple of horrendous autoimmune diseases. Lupus, name them up because you might have clients who have these illnesses. Fibromyalgia, lupus, and several others that they just kept giving me labels for and I stopped listening. I knew that something was wrong inside of me and I didn't know how to fix it. So I spent 17 years actively searching and I've tried pretty much everything that's out there. For about 4 or 5 years, I was just kind of plateaued like this. A lot of improvements, but I still had chronic pain every day. And I'd kind of accepted the fact that I was just going to live with that for the rest of my life. There was a whole heap of things that I wasn't going to be able to do and, just get on with life. But I happened to have the EFT DVDs there because I was introduced to EFT by a psychologist when I was in a very deep depression, but I just found it wasn't effective for me, so I just kind of put it aside. But I'd told a friend of mine about it. She came round to get them, and I said to her, "You need to have a look at this again because I've heard there's been some improvements." So when she was online, she saw FasterEFT, and because I'd been saying to her the EFT was slow, and I was working in drug and alcohol and addiction at the time, and so when she saw FasterEFT, I think it was one of the Habilitat videos that she saw, so she flicked that to me, and then she saw that Robert was coming to Melbourne and doing a seminar that weekend. So she came along and went to the seminar, and she came back and she tapped on me, and lo and behold, all my pain just went like that. And that won't happen with everybody, okay? I have to make sure that I tell people that's not going to happen with everybody. It just happened for me because I always knew my miracle was there waiting for me, and I just had to find, what it was. So no more pain. And from that moment, I decided this is what I was going to do. So I got the Track B and started watching those, and off I went and started tapping on everyone and everything. My poor dog got tapped on all the time. That was my practice. She loved it. And honestly, you guys, you can do this. I stumbled and I fumbled and I just kept doing it. And because I had so many friends who'd been on that journey with me, that 17-year journey with me, they were the first ones that I went back to and said, I've got no pain. Come and try this out. And they were all lining up. So I was just tapping on them one after another. And I got better and better and better from tapping, on them. That was my main learning that I did. The DVDs were great and watching the videos were great. Coming to the first level 1 just topped it all, escalated it all for me. But it was really just going out there and just putting yourself in front of people and just doing it. And now I'm doing the most amazing things. I'm doing workshops, I'm doing information sessions, and Jill and I had the most amazing time. Was that last week, Jill? Last week. I decided I'm going to do, because I got really good at seeing people make really fast changes really quickly. Like someone would say, I've got back pain, boom, 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 back pain's gone. You know, yesterday Jill had this shoulder pain. She was like, oh, my shoulder. And she couldn't lift up her glass of red wine. I said, we can't have that. We can't have that. We better tap on that. So, you know, tap, 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 and the shoulder pain's gone. So I can do these really fast changes. So I thought, okay, I'm going to offer 15-minute sessions for $15 at this event that I went to. I hadn't done it before, but I felt really confident. And I got Jill to write up, we had 2 big whiteboards there behind us. I got Jill to write on the board how we have problems. And that's the first thing people were seeing as they were flooding through this event. They'd see that and they just started booking in, didn't they? It was really, really amazing. And one after another, you know, bullying, pain. A lady came up, very, very pregnant. She said, if I don't go into labour tomorrow, they're going to induce me. And I just went, because I work a lot in birth, in the birthing circle, trying to help women have really magical births. And I said to her, would you like me to tap on you? She said, yes, please. And she said, I said, what's bothering you right now? And she said, the fact that they're going to induce me and I've got some back pain. And just while she stood there, I tapped and her back pain went and she went into labour the next day. And I haven't heard... I know. It's just beautiful. And I told my daughter-in-law, who's a psychologist, who's also a hypnobirthing instructor now, and I told her and she was like, whoa. And her, you know, she's starting to get really interested in this. So what can I say? You know, this incredible man, I'm going to get all teary, you know, it's completely changed my life. You know, there's absolutely no way I'll be doing the things that I'm doing and feeling the way I feel in my body is extraordinary, just extraordinary. You know, flying here would have been just excruciating for me and I wouldn't have done any of the things that I'm doing. You know, I met a friend last night I haven't seen for 20 years and we went out for dinner and then we walked for miles. I wouldn't have been able to do that, you know, and I was able to share FasterEFT with her. She's really interested. She's an acupuncturist and she loves it, just loves it. So, you know, the amount of gratitude I have for you, Robert, is just from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And keep doing what you're doing. So here's Robert. Yay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Good job. Thank you so much.